Two rivals are looking to get a leg up in district play with a win tonight. It's Frankfort High at Western Hills on the Game of the Week. It's early in the season and teams are just trying to figure things out. But tonight it's really important to figure it out because it's what makes your team go is going to get you a win, and a win tonight has big implications on seeding for the postseason. Welcome into the Game of the Week. I'm Glenn Waltrip, and as is the case throughout this whole last year almost with the pandemic, things are a little different. We're practicing social distancing as they are in the gym. The crew at the Frankfort Plant Board is doing our best to make sure everyone is healthy and safe and we can still get these games to you. I'm actually at my house calling the game. I'm not in Lapsley Cardwell Gymnasium, but nonetheless, we're about to bring you a really good basketball game. As you can see, the anthem getting ready to start. Frankfort High is at Western Hills. If you think about Frankfort High, all their games pretty much are road games this year. F.D. Wilkinson Gymnasium is being renovated, so they don't really have a home. But tonight they hope to go on the road, get a big win over the Wolverines. Both teams are 1-3 on the season, but all their games have been pretty close. So this should be a really good matchup, something to keep an eye on in this contest. The big men really could be the story tonight. When you look at Eric Gabbard, he's a great low post presence for Western Hills. He can score in bunches down there and can really be effective. And also Jackson Twombly, when you look at him, he leads Frankfort High in virtually almost every offensive category. That should be a good matchup between those two. We can't wait to bring it to you. And as the anthem wraps up, we'll be back with the first quarter in just a second. So the anthem is finished up here, and again, we'll go through, as you can see, there's a lot of markings on the bleachers. It's laid out for social distancing. As you can see, many of the college games you may have watched, the benches are set up like this, where everyone is 6 feet apart. Every possible protocol is being put in place to safely have these ball games, keep the student athletes, the coaches, everybody involved as safe as possible, but yet to get out there and compete and do what they love and work so hard doing. As you can see, the starting lineups here for Frankfort High: Caleb Hack, there, number 13, Jordan Blythe, number 11, 0 was Charlie Ellis, the aforementioned Jackson Twombly, number 24 there, and I believe Nathaniel O'Brien will be the final starter for head coach Chris O'Brien, as the Panthers will look to go to 2-3 on the season if they can get a victory here. Mentioned their games were close. They lost to Sayre by 6, to Danville by 9, and to LCA by 6 in the All-A Classic. They did beat Southwestern 84-77. Looking over at Western Hills right now, Jeff Cody's squad at 1-3 on the year as well. They lost to LCA 67-60. Henry County knocked them off on a last-second shot, 76-74. And Danville defeated the Wolverines 70-55. Their win was their last time out against the Central Kentucky homeschool team, 65-57. Getting a look at their starting lineups now, and a young man who's played really well there, Walter Campbell, number 10, packs a pretty good punch down low with Eric Gabbard. We mentioned him earlier, who is really a polished low post performer. Another starter there, Zach Simonis. We saw him kind of bust on the scene at FCA and then had a great year last year at Western Hills, can really shoot it. Mason Satterley, the senior point guard, runs the show for Jeff Cody's squad. And I believe the other starter was Colton Perkins, maybe number 1. I didn't see who the other starter was when we got going. We'll bring that to you in just a minute. And of course, we always talk about tip-off in basketball, right? And that's one of the things that is not happening this year is there is no tip-off to start basketball games, which is odd, but I think it's probably in place to protect the officials potentially because the players are obviously diving on the ball, on the floor and everything else. So that's one of those new things in place now to try to keep people safe is to not have a jump ball. So we're about ready to get underway. Western Hills will have it in the home white uniforms. Frankfort High in the road orange. They do hope to play some games over at the Exum Center, maybe at 2nd Street, but they do not have a home gym at the Wilkinson, as I said, being renovated. And I'm having a bit of technical difficulty as we speak, so we'll let it play out for you here, and I'll try to get my signal better if at all possible here. As I saw a 3 go up there, I believe that was Jackson Twombly. I'm having some video interference, but I believe it was Twombly 24 that hit the 3. And that's something that he has really improved on. And we talk about his ability down low, big-bodied young man with some really nice low-post moves, but he can step out and shoot the 3, and he is one of the better shooters for this Frankfort High Panther team. And that's going to be a turnover. I believe that's Ellis runs it down, lays it up and in. It's a quick 5-0 game. Frankfort High jumps out on top. Western Hills facing, looks like a little bit of zone defense here and tiptoeing along the baseline. That was Simonis. It takes the shot and knocks it down. That might have been a 2-point shot. We'll have to see here. Frankfort High working around us. I apologize. My video is quite blurry here at home right now, so I'm having some problems with the play-by-play, but we'll keep it going here. I can pick up on a lot of it. There's a take shot. It was partially blocked there by, I believe that was Colton Perkins for Western Hills, and it allows the Wolverines to come up quickly. Frankfort is actually in man-to-man now, and there is a near steal, and it is by the Panthers. A little floater in the paint. Off the back iron, that's no good. That was put up there. Now kicks it back out. Frankfort with the miss. Satterley nearly turns it over. Check that was Simonis. Perkins into the paint, tried to give it to Campbell, and it will be a turnover. Still having some video technical difficulties. I think we had a turnover there, maybe Ellis on the travel. So we'll do the best we can until I can get my video figured out here as Frankfort nearly turns it over, and they do. It was saved in there from Western Hills, or by Western Hills, I should say. There's a pass ahead. It's a nice lead by Twombly, and it froze on me, but it looks like the basket went down. Jordan Blythe on the bucket. Western Hills again had lost it, and that's going to be a turnover to Frankfort High unless they call a foul. Are going to be on Frankfort? Maybe they stepped on the sideline before Simonis knocked it out of bounds. It will be Western Hills ball. 7-2 lead early on here for the Panthers. And Satterley just lost control of the ball there, and luckily they did not turn it over. And now it is a steal. That is Blythe. His shot nearly blocked, but the basket is good. And a quick timeout for Jeff Cody as the Wolverines down 7 here, 4:20 left. We'll step aside, try to get my difficulties worked out. Hopefully, we'll see you in just a few seconds.
Here at David Tolles Auto Pro, we know if people are driving right now, it's only for the most important reasons. And if their car breaks down, we need to get it back on the road. At Auto Pro, we want you to rest assured that we're doing everything in our power to keep you safe. We follow all recommended COVID-related safety guidelines when handling your vehicle. Our lobby and facilities are completely clean and sanitized every night, and we have touchless credit card processing. We appreciate your trust in these difficult times, and we want to thank you for shopping local. If you have to take it to somebody, you can take it to us. David Tolles Auto Pro.
We're trying to get it worked out here, so it's a steal there by Twombly, and he will take it down for the layup. Missed it, but there was a foul on the play. Jackson Twombly will go to the line. As I said, he leads Frankenheim virtually every category. He's averaging over 25 points per game. He shoots over 56% from the field, 71% from the line, and also averages 8 rebounds and change a game. So he can do it at all levels, and is a big reason why the Panthers are out to an 8-point lead here halfway through the first quarter. Satterley facing pressure here from Blythe. He's caused Satterley some problems here early on. Satterley on the take to the basket. Shot blocked. Twombly gets the loose ball, and out with it comes Ellis, pushing it up quickly. Charlie Ellis will bring it out front. Entry pass. Twombly into the double team. Shot no good. And that would be a block. Oh, they're going to call that a charge, it looks like. So Gabbard takes the charge and over the basket. So a tough break from Twombly. Nice job by Gabbard to hold his ground, get the charge. And Western Hills got a much needed turnover there. I'm going to look at the replay, I think. Campbell gives it over. Gabbard, 15-footer, gets the roll off the rim, but there's the putback by Campbell and one. Draws a foul. We talked about Campbell and Gabbard being a pretty good 1-2 punch in the low post. There they were really working a two-man game. Campbell got it to Gabbard, who missed the 15-footer, but after making the pass, Campbell's streaking to the basket, got the rebound, the putback, and the foul. Now he'll try to finish the three-point play. Strong, good block out there from Western Hills. As that was Nathaniel O'Brien, did a nice job there. Fundamental basketball, getting a good box out. Ellis to Blythe, and we're working around with Hack, and now Ellis is again facing a zone here. Now a little 3-2 zone as Twombly takes the three and hits. Jackson Twombly is feeling it early on here. Gabbard back down, shot blocked, but I think they're going to get a foul there as Gabbard is challenged by O'Brien on the shot. See the coaches in their masks there, everyone on the staff, Jeff Cody, the head coach. Brian Redmond, his assistant there in the lower right corner, or left corner, excuse me. Gabbard, a senior who has really matured and played well over his career, and I know the coaching staff expects him to have a big season, and not disappointing thus far tonight. Had a good all-around game going. Gabbard hits the 2 free throws. 14-6 advantage for the Panthers. Ellis will bring it across the midcourt stripe. Twombly on the baseline, guarded by Campbell. Blythe now top of the key. Trying to penetrate the 3-2 zone, and Ellis kicks it out. They'll swing it around. Twombly another 3 and hits again. He has stepped out against this zone and trying to single-handedly shoot Western Hills out of that 3-2 is just like that, 17-6. Twombly is really shooting the ball well. That is his 3rd 3, I believe, of this quarter. I'm still having a little bit of technical difficulty on my end, but I'm certainly seeing the nets get lit up by Twombly. There's a shot blocked, I think, by Twombly. Now, it's nearly a foul in the backcourt, and it was. On Saturday, as he was going for the steal, he fouled Ellis. But again, Twombly not only playing well offensively, but there, I think he was the young man who got the block at the rim. Tyler Hammond in the game, also, I think, in there a few moments ago. Maybe Elijah Walker. Maybe I saw him. Blythe on the take and hits the runner from the baseline. Satterley tried to cross over and just kicked it out of bounds, and the senior point guard is struggling this evening against this pressure from Frankfort High, and Jeff Cody will bring him out of the lineup to talk to him for just a few moments. Blythe to Twombly on a little wheel play there and back out. Twombly's going to take another 3. That one just short. Simonis with the rebound, and look for Western Hills to try to get him going. Down quickly, and that's going to be a charge. That was Austin Stone there, I believe it was, on the take, a freshman, and talking to the coaching staff before the game, there are 3 freshmen on this team that they really like. They talked about Austin Stone, said he might be faster with the ball than any kid they've seen in quite some time, and there played a little too quickly, then led to the charge and the turnover. 19-6, just under a minute, first quarter, Frankfort High with the advantage. Blythe will set the offense. And they're content to run some clock here as the Panthers with the 13-point lead. They can hold if they choose for the final 34 seconds and take the last shot of the quarter. There's a whistle, and that's going to be a carry on Ellis. So they ran about 45 seconds off the clock there, did the Panthers, but did not get a shot. And Western Hills now with a chance to get one, try to cut into this deficit before the horn. Perkins working it up. Guarded by Blythe. 5 seconds left, Simonis. Left-hand dribble, shot up, blocked out of bounds with 1 second remaining on the clock. Having trouble getting it in bounds, and it will count if it goes, but it's short. Tap no good. 1 quarter in the book. Frankfort High has come out and all over the homestanding thanks to Twombly. 3 threes in that first. 19-6, Panthers on top.
Game of the Week is sponsored by David Tolles Auto Pro. David Tolles Auto Pro is open regular business hours and is dedicated to keeping you safe and back on the road with contact-free drop-off. Pickup and delivery is also available. Disinfecting nightly all areas. Following all safety precautions. Vehicle sanitizing service also available. Call 502-352-2988 or 502-352-2205.
Since our beginning, our business has been people and their financial well-being. It's evident in good times, with decisions focused on the long term, and crucial when circumstances become difficult. That continued emphasis on people, our advisors, associates, clients, and communities, gives us purpose, strength, and a way forward, today and always.
Jeff Cody trying to talk to his young Wolverines to make some adjustments to get back into this one. 19-6, they trail the Panthers, and the real question is do they have an answer for Jackson Twombly? He has played tremendous basketball through the first 8 minutes and leading the way. And we talked in the open that he is the type of kid who can take over a game, and we talked about him shooting 56%, which is outstanding for anybody, but as a big man in the paint. But as we can see tonight and throughout this season, he is really stepping out and shooting the basketball from behind the arc quite a bit, and very successfully at a 56% clip on the season, almost 50% from the three-point line, and tonight he is lighting it up. I have him at 3 of 4. And again, I apologize if I might be a bit off the way my signal is right now. We're trying to work on it here on my end, and hopefully maybe at the half we can get it figured out. I'm seeing a little bit of a fuzzy screen and some jaggedy stuff, so I might miss some numbers. Bear with me, we'll get it worked out. But it's kind of foggy, these old 50-year-old eyes on top of that, so we'll do our best. I think that is Blythe it was, and he knocks down the 3, and the hot shooting continues as Blythe gets that one, and it is 22-6 Panthers. Ball up off the mark. Campbell with the rebound, back up left hand, no good. Twombly with another rebound, and up with it, the Panthers and Charlie Ellis. Blythe cut off there. Now to the paint. Basket up, no good, but there will be a foul on the play. Well, that might have been a carry. I'm sorry, I didn't get that one. That is out of bounds there. It was a good take by Simonis, but it was swatted out of bounds, and Western Hill's just having all sorts of trouble getting the ball in the basket, and even more unfortunately for the Wolverines, they're not able to stop Frankfort High right now. There's a three-point attempt that was off the mark. Panthers up with it. High post, Twombly, now he's going to take it on the bounce. Nobody went with him, but he lost it on the way up, and that will be Western Hill's ball. But if it hadn't been for Twombly just losing the handle, that would have been an easy 2 as they left the man with the ball and let him go to the rim. And actually, it looks like that was maybe Colton Perkins who got a hand on it, and then it went off of Twombly out of bounds. So good job by Perkins to get a block. Stone tried the little bounce pass there on a pick and roll with Campbell, and it was kicked. Satterley back in at the point. Simonis, he can shoot it and knocks it down. They needed that, did the Wolverines. That young man can really be a streaky shooter, and they're going to need him to help them get back in this contest. Twombly, strong take on Gabbard. Gabbard does not commit the foul, but Twombly gets the bucket, and just no answer right now for the home team for that young man. Twombly rebound there, out quickly to Blythe. Western Hill's now man-to-man. Shot up and good, and I've got a roster change. I think that's Elijah Walker, 35. I had a different number for him on the roster. Of course, not being in the arena, couldn't really get that fixed, but a good take nonetheless down off glass to make it a 26-9 game. Satterley, again, really being pressured out front. Gabbard wants it on the block, and they finally give it to him down there. And he makes a nice little up and under move there. A little fake, went back up and under. Twombly laid in off the glass. Three off the mark. Sadly, pass ahead. Simonis blocked, back up, and it's good. Since it was a block, he could come down with the basketball and went right back up with it. So a little spurt here from the Wolverines. Get to a 13-point deficit. Blythe fell down, now taken away by Satterley, and up quickly with it is Western Hills. Simonis, two more. I believe that is a 7-0 run right now from the Wolverines. Satterley went to the other side, missed, but Perkins there for the rebound. Chris O'Brien says, I've seen enough. Let's get a timeout. Lead has all the way down to 9 as Western Hills on a 9-0 run. And it started at a fast break. Gabbard to Simonis, back in a moment.
The Family Dental Center is open and serving Frankfort's patients in a safe working environment, following all CDC recommended safety guidelines. You can save 15% on implants today by taking part in the Dental Implant Contribution Plan to help make your care as affordable as possible. Visit tv.frankfortimplants.com for more information. If you have any questions, call 502-829-7541. Family Dental Center, here to serve you.
Western Hills got the offense going, and it's just a case in pretty much any level of basketball. If you start playing defense and rebounding, and things come, and they were able to get a few stops and a few turnovers, and then it leads to the offense, and all of a sudden you get some confidence, and that's what allowed them to make that 9-0 run. Ellis gets it into the front court now, and they'll set the offense. Wolverines back in man-to-man. That zone they tried just was not very effective, and back into the man-to-man now. Good take by Blythe, but that's going to be a charge, no doubt. He won off the bounce as he took it past Keith Wickers, but then just a really good job by Satterley, the senior, stepping in there and taking the contact. Battle for the rebound. Campbell just took it away, gets the bucket and the foul. Strong play there from Walter Campbell. Caleb Hack, it looked like, was trying to get the ball from him, and he just ripped it out of there, and then Hack had him on the arm as he went up. But he'll try to complete the three-point play, and does. And the sub is back in the game is Tyler Hammond for the Panthers. Full court man-to-man here from Western Hills. Not much pressure there, easily broken there for Frankfort. High post, Twombly. Hammond, back out Twombly. Pass Gabbard, pull up, no good. May have had some contact there from Campbell, but no call by the officials. Simonis to Sadley, now quickly down Gabbard, turning on Twombly and scoring. Man, the Wolverines are on some kind of run, 26-22. I believe that is a 13-0 run as Ellis was fouled there by Wickers. 13-0 run over the last 2:34 right there. Nice job in the truck, guys and ladies. And we are Bringing you basketball through this craziness, and glad to do it here on FPB's Cable 10. We actually have a game coming up on Tuesday night, as it will be this Frankfort High team going over to the east side to take on Franklin County. Tony Wise Flyers. 3 ball off the mark, but nobody boxed out. The shooter gets his own rebound. And Simonis brings it back out. Wickers thought about the 3, now takes a pull-up jumper from 14 and buries it, and it's all the way back to a 2-point game. Twombly, nice move, baseline reverse lay-in. He made most of the noise in the first quarter from behind the arc, but there he shows what he can do down in the low post. That was a pretty move against Gabbard. Wickers, guarded by Ellis. Simonis, pull up. And a nice job, Charlie Ellis, maybe the smallest guy on the floor with a good block out to get the rebound up quickly to Blythe. Little Euro step reverse and one. That was a great move in the open court from Jordan Blythe. One minute left in the first half in a game that looked like it might be a blowout. It was 19-6 through the first 8 minutes, and it continued to be all Frankfort through the first 2 minutes of the quarter, and then all of a sudden Western Hills just caught fire, went on a 13-0 run. Now the Panthers have answered and have got the lead back out to 7 after the lead was cut to just 2 points. Satterley, no good. Rebound Campbell, lost it. Satterley gets it back. Low post, Gabbard. You just can't let him catch it that deep. And fortunately, well, I was going to say fortunately for Frankfort, he missed the shot, but they're going to get Twombly with the foul. And that's one of those things you've got to recognize as a Panther defense. If you allow Gabbard to get that deep in the low post, one of 2 things is going to happen. He's going to score or he's going to get fouled. And it was the latter in this case as Twombly picks up the personal. .39 ticks remain in the half. Gabbard knocks it down, and 5-point game, and you see if Frankfort wants to try to hold for the final shot here. Ellis being guarded closely by Perkins. That's just a little jab step, backs up to avoid the 5-second count, and there's trouble on the sidelines. And are they going to say it was Perkins on the foul? It looked like that it was some contact, but also it looked like that Ellis was a little out of control, so maybe a break there for the Panthers to get the foul. As Ellis will now go to the line to shoot 1-and-1. Young man is a good athlete. Frankfort High on the football field, the baseball field, and here on the hardwood. Misses the front end, though, and now trapping in the backcourt. Simonis gets it up, and now a nice pass to Campbell. Ellis hustling back to knock it away with 7 ticks remaining in the first half. Satterley to the basket. Can't finish. Campbell. It'll count. Right at the horn, Walter Campbell with the offensive rebound and the putback, and it's a 1-possession game at the half, 31-28. We'll step aside and come back with your highlights in just a moment. Western Hills battling at home, trying to get back in it.
Hello, my name is Greg with the State Tree Service, the name you know and trust.
Over the past 60 years, the State Tree Service has become a name people know and trust in Central Kentucky. From tree removal, pruning, and stump grinding to debris cleanup, we are always available with our 24/7 emergency services. Estate Tree Service is licensed and insured, and our mission is to provide safe, quality tree care at a fair rate. Give us a call at 502-229-5258 or go online for a free quote.
The game of the week as the Panthers and Wolverines, our first district game of the season, and as I said, we'll have another one on Tuesday night. This one's been a good one. It looked like Frankfort High was going to jump out and run out of the gym here with the victory, and had that big lead, as many as 24 points, and then Western Hills just came all the way back. Jackson Twombly's been the story for the Panthers. He's been doing a little bit of everything. As we've seen him hit three after three after three, and then he's gone down low. And then Western Hills is trying to get some things going with Simonis and Campbell, and of course also getting some good play out of Eric Gabbard. But Twombly, and then the other story was the run by Western Hills late in the half. So we've got us a good one. It's 31-28 at the break, and we expect this one to go down to the wire. We're glad you have joined us here in 2021 for this district tilt between two rivals. It's social distancing, but it's still high school basketball and competitive, and glad you're with us here on Cable 10. We'll be back with your second half in just a few moments on the Game of the Week. Welcome back into Lapsley Cardwell Gymnasium and the FPB Cable 10 Game of the Week. I'm Glenn Waldrop at home as we are practicing social distancing and doing what we can to keep everybody safe. So, house, and we've got the crew masked up there at Western Hills High School, and it's the Panthers and the Wolverines, 31-28 as we start this second half in a game of runs. It has been unbelievable to see how this thing has gone. Frankfort High jumped out to that quick lead, and there's a good give by Gabbard, but he traveled before the pass. And then a 13-0 run from Western Hills, and then there was another 6-0 run by Frankfort High, I believe it was, and then Hills cut into it again to make it a 3-point game at the buzzer, thanks to a shot right at the horn on a follow-up by Walter Campbell. There's good effort there from Perkins to knock it away. So, and again, I'm having some technical difficulties, bear with me, but it looks like on the floor we have Perkins, Satterley, Gabbard, Campbell, and Simonis for Western Hills. We have Hack, Blythe, Ellis, Twombly, and O'Brien for Frankfort High. Shot up and off the mark by Twombly. Perkins brings it down. Now Simonis will set it up. Entry pass to Campbell. No, bucket good. O'Brien tried to get the charge, if any call either way, and it is a 1-point game. And that's the closest we've been since it was 0-0, I believe. Shot well short out of the corner, and then there's a foul on the rebound attempt. That's on Twombly, it looks like. Perkins with it. Back to Saturday, set up there facing some pretty good man defense here from the Panthers. Really extending the pressure. Perkins being hounded by Blythe. Like that almost tried to be a pass from Satterley, but it ended up hitting the rim. But Western Hills gets it back. Good hustle from Gabbard. Try to get the ball down low to Campbell, and it went out of bounds. Stay with Western Hills. There's a whistle away from the ball. It's going to be a charge taken. I think that was O'Brien against Campbell. And again, I apologize for my technical difficulties here. As we all know, dealing with technology during this pandemic with all the different Zoom calls is exactly what we're doing here. And occasionally you'll have a stutter or a freeze or whatever it may be, and we'll work through it and keep bringing you all the action. The FPB crew has worked extremely hard and done a great job with the technology. And the student athletes are doing their part, bringing us a good game here, a 1-point game with about 5 minutes and change left in the third quarter. Simonis is going to back it out, set the offense. That is Satterley looking to try to get it down low. Now he'll go to the top of the key and entry pass knocked away from Campbell, but that might be on Twombly, and I think that's 3. As you can see, he's quite animated and will make his way toward the Frankfort High bench. And I apologize, I don't know if that's 3 or 4. With my issues, I haven't been able to see every single call, but I know that's certainly 3, if not his 4th, and he will take a seat, and that is a big hit to the Panthers. Inbound, Gabbard got open and the bucket, and Western Hills has the lead. 5:19 remaining third quarter. In a game they trailed by as many as 24, they now have a lead. Nearly a steal there by Perkins. Ellis controls it. Nice job cutting off the baseline by Simonis there. Patient set here from these Panthers. Ellis high post screen into the corner and threw it away. He was trying to get it to Blythe. Blythe set up in one spot. I think Charlie thought he was going to float more toward the corner and got those wires crossed and a turnover. Simonis handling the point guard duties now as Western Hills trying to add to was their first lead of the game. Campbell wants it on the block. Nice spin move, did not finish. Ellis battles for the rebound and now will push it up. 3-on-2, nice bounce pass. Layup good. That was a well done break there from Frankfort High as the finish by Walker. And then Campbell went up for the shot, and I believe that was a foul on Ellis. Walter Campbell has played very well tonight. A good compliment to Eric Gabbard. Each guy on the low post has had some very nice moments. So odd to see this game being played with these two rivals. It's not a gym full of people and the cheerleaders and the band and everybody making noise in that loud gymnasium. It could get as loud as anywhere. Good take by Bucket. It's just strange to see, but it's good to see these two teams playing, and we're going to take a break as Frankfort High gets back on top by a bucket here in the third quarter on the Game of the Week.
Game of the Week is brought to you by Whitehead Hancock. Whitehead Hancock Plumbing has been serving Frankfort families for more than 100 years. You can trust Whitehead Hancock for all of your plumbing, heating, cooling, and septic needs. Call them today at 502-227-2213 for 24-hour emergency service, or visit their website at whiteheadhancock.com.
Chris O'Brien drawing something up here as he is having to make some adjustments with his senior center that has played so well. Twombly out of the lineup right now due to foul trouble. And there's a few of the folks in the stands. You can see they do social distance and have masks on, and it is not ideal, but it's better than the alternative of not getting to play at all. Many student athletes in the spring last year didn't get a season, and It's good to see the KHSAA and the local school districts throughout the state are doing everything they can. Of course, this would have been a doubleheader. Many of you tuning in, it was originally going to be a 6 o'clock tip because the girls were playing at 7:30. Then we thought it was a 7:30 tip, and then about 30 minutes before tip-off, we found out it was going to be at 6 o'clock. So rushing around, we've got it all there. It's a good pass into Gabbard for the lay-in as it's back to tie game. But the Western Hills girls team had a 5-game postponement due to some COVID issues, and hopefully they'll get healthy and back at it next week. We do have Franklin County and Frankfort High scheduled to play a doubleheader for you Tuesday night that we'll be glad to bring you from wherever we may be. That was a strong take there from Caleb Hack. And he was fouled on the way to the basket. I think the foul was on the floor, and that's going to be on Perkins, it looks like. He'll be replaced in the lineup by the freshman Austin Stone. Inbound knocked away, but went right to the hands of Blythe. Zone on the inbound here for Western Hills, and they're going to stay in it. It's looks like a 2-3. They'll bring Simonis into the paint. Now they are matching up and back into man-to-man. Stone, the quick freshman, out guarding Ellis. Satterley has the assignment on Blythe. Now they're sort of showing that zone again. They're doing a good job matching up in it, but I kind of feel like that it's almost like a floating matchup 3-2 that they're playing. It leaves Blythe open for a 3, and he misses. He chases down his own rebound. Shot up and good. This one looks like it may come down to the wire. It's what we all expected. Anyone that follows these programs thought this would be a close game, I think, and then until it wasn't in the first half. But then Wolverines made that great comeback, and we've got us a good one now. Satterley into the mid-post. Gabbard spinning left hand. That's pretty. And a time score. We are tied up at 37 late in the third quarter. Teams battling. Whoever first district win will have a leg up towards seeding when we get ready to play the district tournament down the road. And that play right there may help Western Hills because that was a pretty one. We'll go to the break. Back in a moment.
Frankfort is lucky to have so many locally owned restaurants and shops for us to enjoy. They often give back to our community through sponsorships of programs and events of our local schools and civic organizations. We need them here, but right now, they need us. It is our turn to support them in their time of need. Give them a call or order online. Most are open for delivery and curbside service. Let's all do our part to show local love and keep Frankfort strong.
Great spot put together by the plant board folks there. Eat local, shop local. It's so important in these small business, locally owned businesses that we get out and support them as often as we can. And it was a great spot there. Some really wonderful shops and restaurants throughout Frankfort and Franklin County, and those small business owners do so much to help sponsor these athletic teams throughout our community. So we need to do everything we can to get out and support them as well. Blythe on the bounce. That's a charge. Woo, I think they're going to call it a block, and the reason I thought it was a charge is Hack put the ball down with his right arm, and the left forearm got really extended, but he'll catch the break there as the foul will go against Western Hills for the block. Shot up, no good rebound. Nice job up and in by Blythe as he was really working even extra hard, I think, since Twombly got in foul trouble to try to keep his Panthers either in the lead or in this one, and that was a good second effort there. Nice give from the freshman to Campbell for the bucket, and Jeff Cody is fired up. Austin Stone comes into the game, the quick freshman, and really a nice look there to Campbell, and it's a tie game. Until it isn't. 3 ball up and good. That was Hack. Floater by Simonis falls. Blythe just doing everything he can here against this Wolverine defense. Nearly a steal there from Stone. Now on the take, out in the corner, Blythe for three. He hits. These two teams have just turned on the offense. 45-41 Panthers. Gabbard from the elbow. No good. Campbell, offensive rebound, blocked by O'Brien. Ellis pushing it up. Hack, another three attempt. That one's too strong, and now Simonis will push it for Western Hills. And there's a steal. Bad pass. Hack shoots the gap and will lay it in just before the horn. It will count 47-41 Frankfort as they go on another little run here. Defense creating offense before the break. Hack with the steal, and check it out. He lays it in just before the red lights. They did count it, I believe. Well, wait, I didn't see the official, but it looked good from here. We'll get it figured out and back with your fourth quarter in just a moment.
Game of the Week is brought to you by Estate Tree Service. We have a solution for all your tree care needs. Estate Tree Service provides expert tree care and preservation. Call 502-229-5258 for a free estimate. Also by Raymond James. Since 1996, Tom Curran and Raymond James have been committed to helping our community achieve their financial goals and needs. Raymond James, life well planned. Raymond James Financial Services Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC.
Game of the Week is brought to you by Family Dental Center, serving Frankfort for over 30 years with over 100 years of experience. Call us today for your next appointment at 791-8950. Family Dental Center, let us make you smile.
Western Hills Lapsley Cardwell Gymnasium, and here's another look. Did Hack get it away? And let's see if it's still on his fingertips. And it is still on his fingertips. Now, I'm not in the arena, so I'm going to rely on the folks in the truck. Did it count with the officials? When I watched it live, I thought it was good. Knew it was close. I love the replay that y'all got. It's perfect. It looks to me like it should not have counted. Did it count? Did not. Officials got it right. Outstanding work by the Stripes, and a great job there in the truck by everybody is to get that call right. And I called it wrong, but it was so close. So it is a 45-41 game as we start the fourth quarter. Frankfort High with the lead. Blythe, three ball. That one's short. And then Frankfort High battling here as Western Hills kind of had a miscommunication between teammates. Neither one of them picked it up, and that would be a jump ball. The alternate possession looks to, or did O'Brien get a timeout? Looks like Nathaniel O'Brien got a timeout, and that will give Frankfort High the ball with 7:46 left, just underway in the fourth quarter. We'll step aside. It's a good one in this 41st District matchup between rivals, Western Hills and Frankfort High.
Call David Tolles Auto Pro for all your automotive needs. Don't let your car keep you from making important plans. Take it to David Tolles Auto Pro, 515 Duncan Road and 1348 Versailles Road.
Back here at Lapsley Cardwell Gymnasium, Jeff Cody drawing it up, and an interesting play. If you noticed, right before we went to that timeout, there was a loose, but Western Hills went for a rebound, and two guys kind of looked at it. It fell to the floor. There was a battle for it. I didn't see if anyone really gained possession, but they allowed. They said that Nathaniel O'Brien, coach's son, a heady player, that he had possession enough to get a timeout. So that's how Frankfort High got the basketball. So at any rate, that's where we stand with it. And the Wolverines and the Panthers will come back out with, dare I say, in regulation, 7:45 or so to play, because this one looks like it's going to come down to the wire. And they actually didn't give the timeout then to Frankfort High. If there was a timeout, they didn't get the balls. Now they'll try to run and jump Satterley. And did they turn him over? No, there's going to be a foul call there. Foul on Blythe. Western timeout. Okay, I got it cleared up in the truck. Thank you all very much. I appreciate it. I have my eyes and ears at Lapsley Cardwell. helping me out from a distance. I appreciate it. So it is 45-41. Hills with the ball. 2 timeouts remaining. Keep an eye on that. 3 for Frankfort High as these two teams really trying to battle it out. Gabbard draws a double team, kicks it out. Satterley for 3. 1-point game. Hack. And you wonder how long before we see Twombly. He does have foul trouble, but I would imagine they'll want him back in the game very soon, or as soon as they can get him. Maybe around the 4-minute mark would be my guess. Good set here offensively and defensively. Both teams working hard in this half court. Blythe working the bounce. O'Brien. Back out. Blythe for 3. Misses. Gabbard clears the glass for Western Hills. Satterley baseline out of real estate, and that'll be a charge. Nice job in their hustling getting to the baseline. Looked to be Walker who drew the charge for the Panthers. Have to trigger the inbound. Full court pressure here from Western Hills. Just straight man-to-man, but trying to work in the full court. Hack easily breaks it. Twombly in on that dead ball. Takes the 3, no good. Satterley with the rebound, but now he's in trouble. He's trapped now 3 Panthers around him. Simonis now has it. Nice entry pass. Satterley, Gabbard left hand, can't get it to roll. Scoop shot, left hand, no good. Tapped out, but controlled by Simonis. 1-on-1 against Ellis. Ellis does a nice job to knock it away, but Simonis recovers and scores. Good effort there from both young men on that play. Blythe ball fake, rim, good. Gabbard came out to challenge. He gave him the ball fake, went right around for the lay-in, and it is now a back and forth affair. 47-46, Panthers seesaw on top. Gabbard, top of the key, working around. Simonis had it blocked, lost it almost, now gets it back. Satterley, short from 3. That's Twombly, and that's going to be a charge on Jackson Twombly. And there, I don't necessarily know if the defender beat him to the spot. We might see it on the replay. It looked like maybe Campbell was moving, but maybe he got to the spot in time. Let's see who it was indeed. That was actually Satterley that took the charge. Twombly didn't like the call. And from my glance, I thought maybe that was a block as well. Good take and the lay-in by Perkins. Top of the key, Hack in the corner. Now they're just working it around. Hack gets it back. And it looks like that was 5 on Twombly. Again, we're having a little bit of trouble with some of my technology here, but according to the truck, they think that was 5 on Twombly, and he is fouled out of the game. But right back as Hack takes it to the rim, gets the bucket and the foul. The lead back to Frankfort High. Two-point lead. There's Twombly on the sidelines. I believe that was Sam Yoakum next to him, who was the really good goalkeeper for the Frankfort High soccer team. He's playing basketball in the first drill of the first practice towards ACL and will miss his senior season. Hate that for young Mr. Yoakum. But he will be there cheering his team on throughout the year. There's a nice give, lay-in, Campbell, and the foul. Looked like that was Satterley that got him the bounce pass, and Walter Campbell continues to play very well down low. Ellis gets called for the foul. Tie game. 50 each. And back to that 1-point advantage for the Wolverines. Blythe step back. No good. Campbell had it, lost it. Good effort down there by O'Brien to keep it alive. It's controlled by Hack of Frankfort High. Then he just slips down, loses it out of bounds, and it will go to Western Hills. And the official's going to turn it over here and say it went off the Wolverines and will stay with Frankfort High. Two got together. The official out on the wing immediately went to the baseline official who said it was going to be Western Hills' ball. So no, it went off the foot, I think, of Gabbard is what the official saw. And they talk about it and give the ball back to the Panthers. All right, baseline. Tried to get it there to Walker. It was saved, and Ellis will now back it out. Hack for three. In and out. Rebound there from Simonis. Campbell. Back out Simonis. Said he's talking to Satterley. Get over here. Let's run this play. And it's Simonis, calls his own number, takes it to the rims, off the mark. Good defense from Ellis. And now quickly up, 2-on-1. Give to Blythe. Lay in good. Panthers back on top, and now Blythe denying the ball there to Perkins. They finally get it inbounds to Campbell. Simonis, pull up. No good. There's Campbell. Another rebound. That one won't go. And I apologize. I'm having some video issues here, but we're going to keep grinding through as we're under 2 minutes to play, and this is a good one. Frankfort, the slimmest of margins over host Western Hills on the. Back in a moment for your fourth quarter. Finish up action here. Don't go anywhere.
The Family Dental Center is open and serving Frankfort's patients in a safe working environment, following all CDC recommended safety guidelines. You can save 15% on implants today by taking part in the Dental Implant Contribution Plan to help make your care as affordable as possible. Visit tv.frankfortimplants.com for more information. If you have any questions, call 502-829-7541. Family Dental Center, here to serve you.
Both of these coaches know each other well over the last couple of years, and of course, Chris O'Brien in his first year had that really nice team there at Frankfort High, and Jeff Cody has battled against all these district guys for a number of years, and you know, you still got to play in March or late February when it gets to the district tournament. These games matter so much, not only for bragging rights, but to seed those district tournament games. And they both want this victory badly. Down low, O'Brien's shot, no good. Oh, goodness. And the legs are taken out, and that's a tough break for Western Hills as it looked like Simonis got the rebound, and his legs were taken out. They called the walk or the travel, and if it were Frankfort High that took his legs out, it would have been a foul, but it might have been his own teammate that got him as they all were up battling for the rebound. Gives it back to Frankfort High and open, wide open. Downs O'Brien with the bucket. And the lead is 3. Gabbard wants it down low. O'Brien now fronts him. Nice job there defensively. Simonis, guarded by Blythe. Looking for a screen from Gabbard. Pull up three. Tie game. Jeff Cody gets a timeout. Zach Simonis has been somewhat quiet tonight. The defender had a hand in his face, but he came off the ball screen and buried the jumper. We're tied at 54. See, there's the screen, and O'Brien stepped out, hedged on him, but just took it up, made the shot, and just like that, we're tied. This one is fun.
Hello, my name is Greg with the State Tree Service, the name you know and trust.
Over the past 60 years, the State Tree Service has become a name people know and trust in Central Kentucky. From tree removal, pruning, and stump grinding to debris cleanup, we are always available with our 24/7 emergency services. A State Tree Service is licensed and insured, and our mission is to provide safe, quality tree care at a fair rate. Give us a call at 502-229-5258 or go online for a free quote.
Jeff Cody animated coaching up his kids as he knows how important this one is. We were just talking about that before the Simonis three, and Chris O'Brien drawing something up as well for his guys as these two teams both 1-3 on the season, but they're playing like their lives depend on it right now, and gotta love the effort from both teams, just really playing hard. Simonis came off the ball screen. O'Brien just a hair late getting out on the shooter, and he made them pay, and now as we come up on the 1 minute mark, tied at 54. Ellis guarded by Perkins. Blythe checked by Satterley. Simonis on Hack. Campbell is guarding O'Brien, and that leaves Gabbard, and he is guarding, it looks like over there, let's see who's quite got it. Frankfort High just running clock here. Going to try to maybe take the last shot if something is not presented quickly. That's going to be a foul on Perkins on the reach in. He can't believe it. And that will send Ellis maybe to the line. I don't know if they're in the bonus quite yet or not. Again, we'll apologize for our technical difficulties. It's kind of keeping me from being on top of the stats the way I need to. That was not, I didn't think they were in the bonus. So Frankfort High gets the ball back here again, just under 30 seconds to play. 54-54. One of these teams is going to get their second win of the season. Will it be in regulation? Blythe, will spread it out. He's got Satterley on him. Now O'Brien's going to take a timeout. They had 2 left. He's going to use one, set up a play with 8 seconds remaining. If Frankfort gets the shot to fall, might likely win. If they don't to go, we get some bonus basketball here from Lapsley Cardwell Gymnasium. Of course, if you're looking, Twombly, who had such a great game for the Panthers, is fouled out of this contest. They're number 24. So one would think that between the two guys so far tonight, Blythe and Hack have really taken the offensive load since Twombly fouled out. Blythe, I would guess, would be the first option, but we don't know exactly what Coach Chris O'Brien is going to draw up. And keep an eye on whoever triggers the inbound. That could end up being the person who is getting a look. A lot of times you take the inbound and you run off a quick screen and you're open and get the opportunity to win it. Jeff Cody and his brain trusts over there all trying to figure out just exactly what's going to happen in these final 8 seconds. Hack will trigger the inbound into the backcourt with Blythe. Blythe gives to O'Brien. No good, and we'll go to overtime. I love the play design as Blythe went baseline. O'Brien popped into the paint to get the open look. and we'll go to overtime. Back with an additional 5 minutes, I believe, from Lapsley Cardwell here on the Game of the Week.
Since our beginning, our business has been people and their financial well-being. It's evident in good times with decisions focused on the long term, and crucial when circumstances become difficult. That continued emphasis on people, our advisors, associates, clients, and communities, gives us purpose, strength, and a way forward, today and always.
And if you saw right before we went to the break, we talked about they don't do a jump ball. It looked like they were going to the coaches to flip a coin to see who's going to get it. But there's the play, and O'Brien had a great look at it just off the mark. And we will go to bonus basketball. And really, maybe the key to this right now is, although he was out in most of the fourth quarter, Twombly fouling out of the contest. I think he had 15 points early in this game, and of course foul trouble limited to him until he fouled out there about 4 minutes left in the game in the fourth quarter. But they've gotten good minutes from Walker as replacement. Of course, Blythe and Hack have both played very well. And then when you look over at Western Hills, Simonis has been somewhat quiet tonight, but hit the big three to tie it. Gabbard has played well. Campbell's played well. Overall, somewhat sloppy at times, but a very good contest. Both teams playing extremely hard, and both teams with some clutch performances down the stretch thus far. 4 minutes overtime. I'm sorry, I said 5. 4 minute overtime. Gabbard with the ball screen for Satterley, and slips back. Did he give him the ball? Satterley in the paint. Good dish to Campbell, who is fouled by Charlie Ellis. Campbell. Solid performer, strong player on the block. And hits a big free throw there to give Western Hills the lead. And if you're just tuning in, Western Hills was down big in this first half, and then went on a 13-0 run to close the gap. And then pretty much since then, it's been almost pretty much a one-possession game for either team. I think Franklin High, after it was down to 2, got it back out to 7. We were a 3-point game at the end of the half, and then it's just been a one-possession game throughout. Each team with a timeout. Hack, Walker. Blythe, ball screen, 2-man game with O'Brien, lost it, Campbell up with it. Two-point lead for the Wolverines. Simonis out to Campbell and gives it back, and Western Hill's going to come out and reset a little disjointed here offensively. Gabbard gives to Satterley. Takes it up in the paint, and it's good. No, it's going to be a charge. Satterley floated into the paint, and let's see. It was Walker, and that is a good call. He established position there, gets the charge. Nice job of help defense, and that is a big play, because if it's not the charge, it's a bucket for sure and a 4-point lead, and maybe it would have been a 3-point play. Instead, the defense gets the ball back for the Panthers. Hack back out, Campbell to Blythe. Blythe, strong take, left hand, good, tough angle, but the shot falls, and we're tied at 56. Perkins tiptoeing the sideline, and they're going to call that a charge as well. And you can tell that Perkins just wanted to take the ball to the rim the whole time he was up that sideline and get the charge call. And now Frankfort High, with just over 2 minutes left, has a chance to seesaw back on top. Hack cut off on the baseline there, and then we got a, did he step on the baseline? Or did they call it travel? I think he stepped on the baseline. He did indeed step on the baseline. Now full court pressure from Frankfort High. They'll back off and just go straight man-to-man. Ellis guarding Simonis. And that's going to be a foul. It's going to be a reach-in on Ellis. And that will send Simonis to the stripe to shoot 1-and-1. And here's another look at that. That reach-in right there. Not a lot of contact, but that is almost always going to get the call. And Simonis hits the free throw. Western Hills back on top by a point. Simonis hits both free throws, and now the Panthers have to answer. Perkins denying the ball to Ellis. They would like to get him to start the offense. It looks like instead Blythe will take over the point guard duties on this possession. Now Ellis will get it back and they'll reset. Chris O'Brien calls out a play, directs some traffic. Ellis in the corner. Blythe, no good. Weak side rebound nearly lost there by Simonis. Good hustle from Hack, but Simonis gets it back, and now he's triple teamed. And Jeff Cody, I believe, got a timeout there. He did. So Western Hills out of timeouts. Under a minute to play. They have the ball in front of their own bench, up 2.
In 1972, a young David Tolles vowed to jump the Kentucky River on his big wheel. He did not make it. We can rebuild him. We have the capability to make the world's perfect mechanic. Better, stronger, faster. David Tolles Tires and Auto Service on Duncan Road.
I love those David Tolles commercials. They always do such a good job on them. Scott Stafford for years has made some really good spots, and I'm assuming he's still doing that spot. Whoever's doing a great job, always entertaining with the David Tolles Auto Pro spots. And I believe that may be our Lieutenant Governor and her baby girl. Of course, her husband is Chris O'Brien, head coach of Frankfort High. Simonis on the take, left hand missed, got it back and lost it, but it will stay with Western Hills. And oh my goodness, Simonis hit such a big three earlier, and that one was a layup, and it looked like maybe he just lost a little bit of the control on the way up with that left hand and couldn't get it off glass, but the Wolverines get the ball back. Perkins to trigger the inbound. Remember, Western Hills out of timeouts. Inbound Satterley, back out Simonis. He'll be double teamed, trying to trap him. He wants to get it back. A good free throw shooter. We saw him at the line a moment ago make 2. 30 seconds left. Frankfort High maybe want to think about fouling here. They would rather not foul Simonis. He picks up his dribble, and there's a timeout. And I thought they were out of timeouts. Well, maybe they got a bonus timeout there with overtime. Well, the break as two will try to draw something.
Time